Let's just dive right into this explainer and tackle something that makes some of the absolute toughest, most resilient minority and women construction owners break out in a cold sweat. Yeah, you guessed it, we're talking about networking.
Honestly, if you're thinking you'd rather get a root canal right now than go networking, you are definitely not alone. I know so many brilliant tradespeople, architects, and project managers who would literally rather pour concrete in freezing rain than walk into a networking mixer. It can feel completely terrifying. But today, we're going to reframe that dread. We're giving you a step-by-step blueprint to crush your anxiety and actually make networking work for you.
Here's our blueprint for the day. We'll cover the networking dread, your secret advantage, your anti-anxiety toolkit, conversation blueprints, the perfect pitch, and finally, follow up and win. Kicking things off with Section 1, the networking dread, and demolishing the myths.
Look, let's just acknowledge the awkwardness we've all felt. Staring intensely at your phone by the appetizer table just to avoid eye contact with anyone in a suit. Our brains love to tell us that networking is this terrifying, fake schmoozing event. But the reality, especially in commercial construction, it's really just about building trust, finding partners, and solving problems. You already know how to solve complex problems on a job site, right? Well, this is honestly no different.
Moving on to Section 2, your secret advantage and the power of certification.
Okay, here's the psychological shift you need to make right now. When you walk into these events, you are not begging for favors. If you're a woman or a minority small business owner, you are literally the exact prize that prime contractors are actively searching for. Whether you hold an MBE, WBE, DBE, or SPE, these certifications are your official ticket to opportunity in the construction landscape. They're tangible proof of your status, and they instantly elevate your value in the room.
Think about it like this. Prime contractors have mandated participation goals. They absolutely need your specialized, certified services to win and actually complete their projects. The city and these prime contractors are out there looking for you. You solve a massive problem for them just by showing up with your expertise. So please remember that the next time you feel that imposter syndrome creeping in.
Which brings us to Section 3, the anti-anxiety toolkit, or managing the nerves. Knowing your worth is great and all, but let's equip you with some essential power tools for when your hands actually start shaking as you reach for a name tag. Let's all take a quick second to practice the 3-1-4 breathing method. Seriously, do it with me. Inhale for 3 seconds, hold it for 1, and exhale for 4. This is an incredibly effective, evidence-based technique to actively calm your nervous system before you ever walk through those doors. Reframe those nerves as excitement. It just means you care about your business. Now, if you start feeling overwhelmed inside the event, just excuse yourself. Step outside and use these grounding techniques. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch. Stand tall in a power pose with your shoulders pulled back. And here's a super practical tip. Wear layers. Nerves make us sweat, so dress comfortably so you stay physically at ease. And keep reminding yourself with positive self-talk, I belong here, because your presence is incredibly valuable. Let's jump into Section 4, Conversation Blueprints, featuring the Ford and Tiara frameworks. All right, so the nerves are settled. Your breathing is steady. Let's break ground on actually starting conversations without those agonizing, awkward silences we all dread. These 2 frameworks, Ford and Tiara, are your prefabricated conversation starters. Just memorize a couple of these. If you're talking to a peer, use Ford. Ask about their recreation outside of work or their dreams for their business. If you're talking to a prime or a city official, pull from the Tiara framework. Ask them what industry trends they're seeing or what upcoming project assignments they're excited about. It entirely takes the pressure off of you to be quote-unquote interesting. You just have to be interested in them.
And this script right here, this solves the second biggest networking fear. How on earth do I escape? When you need to wrap up, use this foolproof exit strategy. Wait for a natural pause, smile, say this exact line, and just walk away. You won't feel trapped, you won't look rude, and honestly, it works like a charm every single time.
Next up is Section 5, the perfect pitch, building your 30-second foundation.
Crafting your elevator pitch is basically the structural steel of your entire networking toolkit. This is your foundation for when someone inevitably asks you, "So what do you do?" And listen, you don't need to be an extrovert to get this right. You just need to follow these 4 reliable steps. Clearly communicate who you are. Boldly state your specific certification, like saying you're a WBE certified firm. Mention a past project to show your unique value. And finally, ask how you can specifically support their team's needs. When you deliver that pitch, make absolutely sure you highlight these specific points, because this is exactly what decision makers are eagerly listening for. Prime contractors want to hear about your safety records, your on-time delivery metrics, your project experience, and yes, exactly how your certification helps them meet their strict diversity goals. If you speak their language, you instantly become a highly sought-after asset.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6, Follow Up and Win, sealing the deal.
The final stage of our blueprint actually happens after the event is over. This is where you turn a brief, sweaty chat by the coffee station into a lasting, profitable trade partnership. A pro tip: wait until the end of a solid conversation to offer your card. It feels way more natural. Once you walk away, take a pen and jot down specific notes about the person right on the back of their card. Then use those notes to send a personalized follow-up email or LinkedIn message the very next day. Referencing a specific part of your chat proves you're actively listening, and I promise you, that alone puts you way ahead of the competition.
Because ultimately, networking isn't just about collecting a giant stack of business cards. It's about merging your unique capabilities and certifications with prime contractors so you can physically build the future of our communities together.
Now it's time to take your brand new toolkit off the drawing board and put it into real-world action. We want to see you at the upcoming MWBE Trade Partner Circle. It's a fantastic, incredibly supportive environment specifically for you. It's a completely safe space to practice all of this, and you can register for it right now at www.bit.ly/mig-tpc. Go ahead and write that link down.
You've got the conversational scripts, you have the breathing techniques to kill the anxiety, and you have the absolute advantage of your certifications. Your foundation is perfectly set, so the only question left to ask yourself is, are you ready to build? Get out there and happy networking.